Twinkle. Do you know what time it is? It's Twinkle Time Live Online. Are you ready, DJ Dallas?
Let's play.
1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody, just shimmer with me. Blink 3 times, and you will see a spark of twinkle. That's me. Bring your friends along with me. Just a wink, that's all you'll see. So, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, vamos a intentarlos todos otra vez. Parpadea y verás una chispa de twinkle. And me, I glow when I'm having fun. Dancing and singing is always number one. I gleam from ear to ear when making others forget their fears. Giggling and cheering is always so much fun than being alone and blue. So you could be clowning around with us too. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3, yeah! Blink 3 times and you will see a spark of twinkle. That's me. Bring your friends along with me. Just a wink, that's all you'll see. Twinkle. That's what everybody calls me. Yes, thank you, DJ Dallas. And hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Feliz jueves a todos ustedes. Oh my goodness, you guys. Can you believe it's almost the end of the week? I cannot even believe tomorrow's Friday already. Oh my goodness, so if this is the first time ever tuning in to Twinkle Time Live Online, or as I like to say, hashtag TTLOL, everything that I do here is educational, bilingual, and always tons of musical fun. So, todos juntos, that means everybody together on the count of tres. Let's say happy Thursday, which is Feliz Jueves. Now, I like to do this fun little move that goes like this. It started from the day I started doing Twinkle Time Live Online. So, everybody on the count of tres. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Feliz Jueves. That's right, everybody. How's everybody doing up here? Okay, so we have Kari here. Hello, Kari. And I see Katie. And hi, Jorge. How's it going? And somebody says hello to Dallas. I saw that he was doing like a little shuffle off the Buffalo stage left. Oh my goodness, you guys. So first of all, our friend Joe says hello. His mom wrote me and says that he still won't be able to be on, but he misses everybody so much. And also our friend Cole. Our friend Cole won't be here. He says he's going to watch the replay. I think this is like the first or second show he's ever missed in like 27, 28 live streams. He has a friend in town that he hasn't seen in 4 years. So he's like, please forgive me. I'm going to miss today. I'm like, it's totally okay. You can watch the replay. So, oh my goodness, you guys. I'm so excited because I have a musical guest today, and B, because tomorrow is our Halloween party here at Twinkle Time Live Online. So let me first introduce our musical guest for today. So everybody, if you're watching on your iPad, laptop, cell phone, computer, wherever, or TV, wherever you're watching, come really, really close. Perfect. Right there. Don't go anywhere. Let me show you who's going to be on. Are you ready? So, it is my brand new friend, Stacey Peasley, and she is going to be Skyping in today all the way from Massachusetts, everybody. Wow. And she is a singer-songwriter musician, award-winning singer-songwriter musician, and an educator. And this is my first time actually getting to see her virtually, meeting her virtually, and getting to hear her sing. So I'm so excited. So everybody get excited. So you guys have a couple more seconds. So don't go anywhere. Grab some, I don't know, orange juice, water, milk, hot chocolate. So you guys, oh my goodness. Okay, so because it's, Halloween week, everything, as you know, we've been doing like Halloween themed stuff. So I have a feeling that today's word of the day will also be maybe something related to Halloween. So are we ready? Everybody do a drum roll or a round of applause, your choice, because, are we ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. The word of the day is costume. That's right. That is our word of the day, is costume. Now, remember tomorrow, our Halloween party. Remember how we said that we were all going to wear costumes and you guys were all going to tag me, and throughout the show, I would show what everybody's wearing at home in their costume. So you don't have to tell me what your costume is. I have to let you all know that I don't know if I'm going to have time to make something, so I might, after this is over, step out, maybe do like a Target run or go to Walmart and get some cool little something for my costume tomorrow. I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. Okay, so now in Espanol, I'm going to count to 3, which is tres. Are we ready? Round of applause, drum roll, your choice. Here we go. I just have to figure out where my little, there we go. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. La palabra de hoy es disfraz. That's right. That's how you say it in Espanol. So everybody on the count of 3, I want everybody to say disfraz with me. I know it's a little, there's that R, so you have to roll the R with the tongue. Let's do it slow, really quickly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Disfraz. Now, I know you saw a Z, but in Espanol, it's like an S. So it's not disfraz, it's disfraz. Just like throw it away, like no biggie. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Disfraz. That's right. So, hay muchos disfraces, which is plural for costumes. Hay muchos disfraces. I can't wait to see all your costumes. I can't wait to see what you're going to wear tomorrow. I'm actually really, really excited. So now get even more excited because we are going to meet officially our guest of the day. So let me put my headphones on. Are you guys excited? I'm so excited. It says you already, so Katie says, well, I'm going to we'll talk about that tomorrow, Katie, because let's have it be a surprise for most people. Hi, Natalia. Nice to see you on here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. Everybody, all the way, like 3,000 miles away to the other side of the country. We have to put good, positive energy. And so that way our new friend can feel all the love from all of you guys. Are we ready? Here we go. I have to unmute her on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Give it up for my brand new friend, Stacey Peasley.
Yay! How's it going?
I'm doing so good. How about yourself?
I am awesome. And I love your bow so much that I thought I would wear like my own fun little Halloween hair accessory today also.
I love the hair accessory. It's like a little costume that you added. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. So, okay, so what part of Massachusetts are you Skyping in from today?
So I am Skyping in from Natick, Massachusetts, which is pretty close to Boston. It's like maybe 30 minutes outside of Boston.
Wow. Oh my, so I spent some time last summer in Massachusetts. I love Massachusetts, by the way. Is it like super beautiful and like literally fall with like the leaves? And
yeah.
Is it, oh.
Yes, it's gorgeous, I have to say. It's all kind of ending now. Today we had rain, yesterday we had rain, and tomorrow we're getting snow.
You guys are already getting snow?
Yes.
Oh
we have snow in the forecast tomorrow. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Okay. What about Halloween? Is it going to be snowing on Halloween?
No, it'll clear out, but I think it's supposed to be like 40s.
That's 40s, chilly. Like at night or in the daytime?
Daytime.
Oh my gosh, so it's going to be even colder.
Yeah.
You know, us Californians, like when we hear 40, like sometimes that's how cold it gets every now and then at night. So that is cold.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow. Well, thank you, first of all, for coming on to TTLOL. And I think this is like one of my favorite things about doing this is that I've gotten to meet so many new people and make so many new friends throughout, like, not even the country, but like the globe.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's been really cool. So, okay, so I can't wait
Yeah.
to ask you so many questions. So,
Ah.
I first want to know, and this is like a question I always ask everybody because I'm sure everybody at home wants to know too. What made you decide to get into it's a two-parter, into family music, but also how did you get involved in music? Like what took you on that path?
So, starting when I was very young, I just always loved to sing. And I remember being super young. And so I'm an 80s girl. Like,
Yes.
I was born in the 70s, but my heyday is the 80s. And I would just sing everything, the Annie soundtrack. And I was just loved every, 80s icon, every pop icon, and just always loved to sing. And I got into my first band when I was 18 and sang all of music through the 90s. And then once I got a little older and had got married and had kids, it was a little hard to stay that type of schedule with adult music and late nights and all that good stuff. So I kind of like put it on hold, had my first child, had my second child, and started writing just kind of songs for them. Just started singing songs around the house about parenting and about my kids. Thought like, yeah, maybe I'll make a CD. And it just like sort of just spiraled into something that I didn't plan for. And I never imagined this was a thing. I was a public school teacher by day when I was in my 20s and a
Wow.
singer at night. I would teach school all week to middle schoolers. And then on weekends, Friday, Saturday nights, I'd be out singing at
Singing
night.
your life
And then when I
away.
had
I
my
love it.
kids, I got to put like the music and the teaching together, and that's kind of what family music is, right? You're singing educational songs and working with kids and making music, and it's really been amazing.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. And I love hearing everybody's story because there's not one story that's the same, you know? It's
yeah,
like, it's all different. I love how everybody just kind of finds their path into the family world. It's so awesome. Now, okay,
yeah.
so you said you had like your favorite pop icons. Who are some of your faves?
Oh goodness. Well, always, growing up in the 80s, it was Madonna for
Heck
sure.
yeah.
And Heart, I was definitely a big haired girl who loved Heart and Pat Benatar and Stevie Nicks and oh my gosh, so many. Sheryl Crow, huge Sheryl Crow
Oh.
fan, and oh my goodness,
Those are
just
some belters right there. Like
yeah,
lots
yeah,
of
Mariah
belters.
Carey,
Oh,
believe it or not,
yes.
Mariah Carey, Aretha Franklin, just so many different influences. The Go-Go's,
Okay.
right? Gwen Stefani, I have
Hey,
so many.
I love Gwen. I love Gwen. Oh my gosh. Okay, so cool. So that I could see like and they're all kind of like altos except for Mariah Carey who's got like a 4 to 5 octave range.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever do musical theater too or was
No.
no, just like pop music. And what band did you do
Yeah.
like when you were like right out of high school? Like what kind of music? So it was like a cover band that was like doing
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
I did all cover bands. It's funny, where I grew up on Long Island in New York,
Oh, okay.
and they had a really strong cover band circuit, which is, I know sounds really funny, but they had some agencies with like cover bands, and we played out a lot. I mean, we worked a
Wow.
lot in all the like bars and clubs and stuff like that,
That is,
weddings,
of
and yeah,
course.
so I was in a few different bands. I started off, my first band was when I was 18 in this girl group, which did a lot of harmonies called the Chicklets.
Oh,
And that
cute.
was a lot of fun working with other girls and singing. I learned so much. I've sang with very talented female singers like my whole early career. So I really learned a lot from them also.
I love
A
that.
lot
Do
of
you have,
girl power. A lot of girl power.
yes, yes, a lot of girl power right there.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a favorite place that you perform when you were doing the cover bands? Like, is there one that like really stood out?
Oh, that's funny. That's a really good question. Oh gosh. Um, I guess, so there were a few bigger venues that I sang backup for, like, for this guy named Lou Christie, which I know sounds really funny. He's from the 60s. So there was a big group of artists from like way back who are still, like, they had hits in like the 1950s, 1960s, and they still played out all over New York. So I
Okay.
sang backup for one of them. So we did some cool venues with him as a backup singer. And there was definitely a few bars and clubs that when you got booked at those on Long Island, it was pretty cool, like the Dublin Pub and Mulcahy's, and playing out in the Hamptons on the beach was a lot of fun back in those days, with a lot of crazy, crazy fans in the audience.
I love that. I love that. Don't you miss, like, even if it's like for grown up music or for kid music, don't you miss performing live for like actual audience?
Yes, for sure. Especially with a band. I do a lot of solo work now,
Okay.
but there's just nothing like when your whole band is together and just on stage, just
Rocking out.
in sync, rocking out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear that because, like, like DJ Dallas is not in my band. Like, he and I like do all the music together, and he produces like all the music with me. But so he's like behind the scenes. But I miss like my band members, and I just
Yeah.
miss like that live like I can't. There's just no explaining like how that feels.
Yeah.
Like,
And honestly, I hope we can like spark that interest in young people. That's one thing. Like I do a lot of music classes, and we have all these pretend instruments, and the kids jam out with all these little, toy guitars and drums. And I always think, gosh, if they would keep this up, and like eventually down the line, like there's just nothing like when you're in a band with people, and the connection that you have, and just this shared goal of making music, and this shared
yeah.
experience is like really amazing.
I love that. I love hearing that because that's why I tell the Twinkle Lights. We call them Twinkle Lights, the ones that watch
Oh,
every single day. So like even if they don't want to be in music, but they just love music, right? And like here, it's like building a community. We're all supportive
yeah.
of one another, no matter what, and no judgment here. It's like literally we all come together for the love of arts and music. So I
Yeah.
love what you said. That was so nice.
Oh,
What's
thanks.
yeah. What's the first song, if you remember, that you ever wrote for a kid's album?
I do remember, because so my oldest daughter is 15
Okay.
now. It's like so hard to believe. She's going to be 16 in February. So
Oh
that's when I wrote songs when she was a toddler, and I wrote probably one of my most popular songs, which is now 10 years old, over 10 years old, called Soapy Bubbles, which I know
no.
sounds
How
really funny.
cute.
So I had my first little group of songs was called Soapy Bubbles and Fun, 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 and it was about watching toddlers all have fun with each other. Which, as
Aw.
a parent, when you see your little 18-month-old making friends, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And so, yeah, I have a little group of songs that I wrote initially as just emerging into that world. So, and I still play them out. Fun, Fun, Fun is another one. And I still have, that's the thing that I love. Like, after all these years, I meet all these new parents with these new babies, toddlers, preschoolers, and they'll tell me their favorite song is Soapy Bubbles, and I'll just be like, oh my gosh, I wrote that 11 years ago or 12 years ago, and it's still a
It's
favorite.
still
So that's really
current, but you know
cool.
what? I think that's the cool thing about family music is there's kids that are born every single day, and there's all and it's like what I also love is hearing parents when they're like, "Oh wow, family music is like the first like album that we all listen to." So
Yeah.
like what we do is like really impactful, and I don't think it's ever going to go out of style because it's like there's kids that are born literally every single day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is so cool. And you have
Totally.
like 3 albums, right? 3 albums that
I
are like
do.
award winning. Oh my goodness. Do you have,
Yeah.
okay, I know it's hard because, like I wouldn't be able to pick one, but do you have a favorite all time song or a favorite album that is like, oh yeah, I'm like, this is it?
Good question. So, I kind of fall in love with my new albums when I make them. So I have a new
Okay.
album coming out. I'm hoping by the end of 2020, before the holidays,
Okay.
a 10-song original album, and I feel like I'm kind of in love with that one right now. I have all the masters back, so I've been listening to it in my car and on my computer and in my headphones, and it's like a different sound for sure than my first one. So I'm kind of into that one right now. It's called Make It
Nice.
Happen, so that'll
Make
be
it
really fun.
happen.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We definitely want to hear a little something something. So let us know what first song you're going to perform for us.
All right, cool. Well, I was gonna do my Halloween song first. So
Yeah.
that one's not on the album, but I thought I would pick a little Halloween song since we have Halloween coming up in a few days. It's an original song. It's just a great movement song, and I feel like you could make it young if you have some young viewers, or you can make it like super spooky if you're like an older kid listening to this song and you want to like really act like a monster or be
Yes.
a scary witch or something like
Let's do
that.
it, everybody.
So this is called Halloween Creatures.
Okay.
And we're going to pretend to be all these Halloween creatures.
Yes.
Black cat, creeping all around on Halloween night. Black cat, creeping all around on Halloween night. All right, let's see those witches. Little green witch, stirring up her brew on Halloween night. Little green witch, stirring up her brew on Halloween night. Halloween creatures are coming out to play. Halloween creatures, can you hear them say, woo? Black cat and a little green witch coming out to play on Halloween night. All right, let's see if we can flap our wings like some bats.
Ooh.
Vampire bats, flapping their wings on Halloween night. Vampire bats, flapping their wings on Halloween night. Awesome. All right, let's see some ghosts out there.
Ooh.
Maybe we're a friendly ghost or maybe we're a spooky ghost. Little white ghost, floating through the air on Halloween night. Little white ghost, floating through the air on Halloween night. Halloween creatures are coming out to play. Halloween creatures, can you hear them say, woo? Little white ghost, vampire bat, coming out to play on Halloween night. All right, let's throw one more in there. How about some dancing skeletons?
Ooh.
Dancing skeletons, shaking their bones on Halloween night. Dancing skeletons, shaking their bones on Halloween night. Halloween creatures are coming out to play. Halloween creatures, can you hear them say, woo? Dancing skeletons, Halloween creatures, coming out to play on Halloween night.
Yay!
Thanks for dancing.
That. Thanks. I love that so much. You know, it's always fun to have like a Halloween song, and I'm sure you don't get to play them as often as you would like, right?
Honestly, October is like my favorite month of the year for music, between like pumpkins, leaves, Halloween, apples. Like there's just so much going on.
I love it.
Yeah,
And I would
it's awesome.
add like hot chocolate too.
Yeah. Pumpkin coffee, you know.
Oh my
pumpkin spice.
goodness. Yes, that sounds so good. So you said you were a teacher and you were teaching middle school.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like middle school, like I used to teach like, well, singing, dancing, acting to little ones, but middle school is like a whole other thing. What subjects were you teaching in middle school?
So I was a history teacher, social studies and English.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's funny because I always loved music, but I feel like you, as a young person, you sort of feel like the arts are not the most stable career to go in. So even as a music teacher, I kind of felt like I would go into a more stable type of teaching job, like a social studies teacher or an English teacher. And then I just always did music on the side.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I should have been a music teacher. But I loved it, and it's funny because when I taught, there was very little technology back then. Like the kids didn't have cell phones, there was no social media. So it's like a whole different ball game right now.
Yeah.
And I can't say, I don't know if I'd want to go back right now with all this crazy stuff with cell phones and
Yeah.
I don't know, the internet. Like we barely, I remember teaching and we didn't have email. And then we got email, and it was like such a big deal. Like we got email, like
Oh my
email
God.
started. It was like the biggest breakthrough, which I know
Wow.
sounds so crazy right now.
Because I'm sure, like, I remember my parents had to call my teachers, like, to set up appointments.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my dad, well, both my parents are still teachers. And
Wow.
so, I know. And so, like, but every Friday, they're like, are you doing your homework? Because we're going to be calling Mr. Salas on Friday. And I was like, oh my. And so, like, and he would always be like, do I have to call your parents? And I was like, one of those kids. I'm like, really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And
Oh.
school, the school itself had like one phone in the teacher's lounge. And if we wanted to use it, we had to like run there on our break, our 20-minute break to call a parent, and then we got email and it was like unbelievable.
I'm sure it was a lifesaver. It's funny because funny that you say, that you don't know if you would want, like there's just so much happening, so many new changes that's like the one thing I'm most proud of my parents because like they should have retired a long time ago, but they still love teaching. They don't know how to work a cell phone at all. Like we're like, Mom, it's like a computer. You can check your emails, whatever. It's like bad, right? But they've had to learn how to Zoom and learn
wow.
technology to teach. And so I'm like so proud of them
That's
because
amazing.
of it. Yeah. So
That's really cool.
So now they actually probably know a little bit more about Zoom than I do because they've had to. That's funny. Oh
That's
my goodness.
Cool.
So now you have a band that you play with when you're doing your kid family music. Like what are doing family music? Is there like one like location or venue that you really truly love, like just rocking out with the kids and families?
Yeah, there's a few. So as a family artist, we do a lot of like libraries and park and rec and venues. So we do a mix of like concert venues, which there's a few big ones up here in Massachusetts that are really popular. One is called the Center for the Arts in Natick, which is where I live. There's the Coolidge Corner Theater in Brookline, which is another great theater. So some of those venues where you have to sell tickets and the audience is coming in, it's very exciting and you're on a stage and with great lighting, which is really cool. And then, and then there are venues where I do like the town green and we pack it with hundreds of people. And those are just awesome. People are there with their picnic blankets and their families and their boxes of pizza. And it's just a relaxing night out for families, and the kids are jumping around dancing like crazy. So it really varies. Those town events are pretty fun too.
Yeah.
I think the crowd makes it. It's about the crowd too.
Exactly. It's always about the crowd. Like that's why I'm like I tell everybody like you guys like literally they don't understand that they're the ones that like literally we thank every day because without them like we'd be doing this right now.
Yeah.
So we appreciate them so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I miss. What is a piece of advice growing up from either a teacher, a family member, or that maybe that you heard, like, that always has stuck with you, like, in this career of entertainment or just anything in general? Like, what's that piece of advice that always it's in the back of your mind?
Yes, I have a really good one, honestly, because so it's funny talking about like these artists that we were mentioning before, like Mariah Carey, we all wanted to sing those notes, right? We all wanted to sing like Celine Dion. We all wanted to sing like Whitney Houston. And as an alto, which I'm so glad you brought that up,
I'm
as
an alto too.
that was really never going to happen for me.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I tried. And, I always sang in bands with a lot of other female singers, which was awesome. And they were always the sopranos and they could always hit the high notes. And I kind of, I would get like a little bummed out, but that was just the way it was. And I had this one guy, I was in this band, which is a funny name. It was called Guilty Pleasure.
Okay.
And the bass player said to me, and I hope other people can take this advice. It was just really amazing. He said to me, like, Stacy, you're a saxophone. Like, and the girl I sang with, her name was Susan, and he was like, Susan's a flute, and the flute is beautiful, but you're a saxophone, and like the saxophone is just as amazing, and every band needs a saxophone just as much as it needs a flute. And I was like, wow,
And then
that
it made
honestly,
sense.
I don't know if that's what you were expecting to hear, but that comment just stuck with me. And I was in that band. I had kids, so that band was maybe 15 years ago that I was in. And I still think about that. How, you always, as an artist, you want to, obviously you always want to strive and improve, but you always want to maybe be something else that you're not. And he was just like, you're a saxophone, and a saxophone is just as beautiful as a flute. And I was like, oh my God.
I love that. And people that probably don't play instruments, like the flute always has like this very pretty, like, super high notes. Like, so if it was like musical theater, they would be like the ingenue role. It's always like written as a soprano, and the alto. And I hear you with that, because I started off in musical theater, and at the time, like, Rent was just becoming a thing, which is what a musical I fell in love with, because it had alto, rock, pop voices, as opposed to like the legit, old school musical theater. And the altos were always like the character friend or the character sidekick, and their songs were funny, but they weren't like cool and pretty. And so I totally get that. But you always you need, like, because I always think, because I'm an alto too, and so it's like, but we have like the warmth part of like if you're doing harmonies, like the warmth, like the low end,
definitely.
Which is cool. So,
yes,
you need
I
the low end,
that.
right? Like you can't have songs without the low end.
Right. Yep.
I love that. That's a great piece of advice.
Yeah, I still think about that a lot.
Good for that bass player.
Yeah.
Good for the bass player. Well, what other song will you sing for us today?
So I want to do the song called Make It Happen, which is the title track of my next album. And I'm excited about this. I think it has a great message. It was kind of like, I wrote it, sometimes you wake up and you feel invincible, right? When we wake up and it's like a new day to just, you feel like, I'm going to conquer the world today.
Yeah.
Before anything messes it up, you feel like you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what this song is about. It's kind of like making the best every day and just spreading kindness and love and doing your part, as small or big as it may be, to make the world a better place.
Love it. You
get that chance every day. You get that chance every day. So It's called Make It Happen.
Awesome.
I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna make it happen. Gonna make it happen. I'm gonna seize the day. I'm gonna make it matter. Gonna make it matter. Today I woke up with the sunlight on my face. I just knew it was the sign to make the world a better place. Time to spread some love and peace around. Always aim to leave things better than what you found. Here's your chance to dance a dance. Sing out loud and inspire the crowd. I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna make it happen. Gonna make it happen. I'm gonna seize the day. Gonna make it matter. Gonna make it matter. You will never regret making someone smile. And the biggest of hearts can be found in the smallest child. One by on, we're gonna lead the way. Use your gift to brighten someone's day. Here's your chance to dance the dance. Sing out loud, inspire the crowd. Use your voice to make some noise. Stand up tall for one and all. I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. And I'm gonna seize the day. We're gonna make it matter. We're gonna make it matter. Yeah, yeah.
I love, what a pretty message.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think it's a perfect song for like this whole year, you know, like there's a lot been happening, a lot of changes,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
and being kind to one another is just such an important message to for kids of all ages, for little kids,
Yeah.
for grown-ups, to always remember that. What a really pretty song. I love that.
Thanks.
I
Thank
love
you.
that. And I love that you get to sing it, that you sing it like here before the album came out. So,
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
of course. So, do you know when the album's coming out, or you're going to just let us know?
I will let you know. So I have the masters all done. I'm waiting
Okay.
for the artwork, believe it or
Okay.
not. The artwork. So what are we in now? I know the days are flying. It's end of
Like-
October. I'm hoping like December 1st.
Okay, fingers crossed, everybody. Stacey Peasley, December 1st.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. So before we say goodbye, my friend Lincoln says Lincoln told me he wanted to be one of those people who change the world when he grows up, but I might have to go to jail a few times.
Oh no! Well, that's a new
Lincoln.
spin on my song for sure.
Lincoln says you forgot little trick-or-treaters. Oh, that must be for the Halloween song. Sorry, I'm just looking at these comments, guys. I'm so sorry. I was like so enthralled in our conversation because you guys, this is the first time I've met Stacy that I just forgot you guys were on here. I've just been talking to her because I'm like looking at her, and as you know too, sometimes when I have Skype, sometimes it lags, or sometimes like the screen, her image changes. So like in between her singing, I'm like trying to enlarge and make sure everything
hope it's all right.
No, you look great. But oh my gosh, this has been so much fun, and what a pleasure it is to get to meet you, even though it's here virtually.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
No, I've seen your work and like admired your page and your channel and all. So it's really awesome to be with you today. I'm psyched.
And you know what? When you have your album come out, like if you have like any music videos or whatever, let me know, because on Fridays I do like Friday faves, which is music videos. Yes.
Awesome.
And so so just let me know, and that way everybody else here can keep in touch with you. And as you all know, I'll put all her information in the description box. So even though maybe some people that will tune in on the replay, you guys can find Stacy and all her info in the description box later. So what we do here when we say goodbye, we do like, because we can't like elbow each other or like high five. So we're going to do like virtual hugs. And that's how we say goodbye. So is everybody ready to do virtual hugs? So are we ready, Stacey? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so on the count of 3, we're going to do big virtual hugs. Everybody say goodbye. This was so nice. Thank you for stopping by. So,
Thanks for having me. Great seeing everybody.
Of course. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Virtual hugs. Yay! So much fun. Oh my goodness. Have a amazing rest of your evening, because it's like nighttime already over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and start cooking dinner.
Yes. What are you making? Anything good?
Well, my littlest daughter wants she likes these Asian lettuce wraps.
Ooh.
So I'll give a shout out. I have Chrissy Teigen's Cravings cookbook.
Wow.
And she has an amazing lettuce wrap recipe in there. And it has all of these ingredients that you would just never in a million years think to put together, and it makes the most amazing sauce for the lettuce
Way to
wraps.
go, Chrissy Teigen. That's John
Yeah,
Legend's
yeah.
wife, by the way. Oh my gosh. Well, now I'm going to have to check it out because that's the one thing about staying safer at home. I've been learning how to cook. So
Yeah.
now we'll have to go find that recipe.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Awesome. We'll have a amazing dinner and hopefully it doesn't snow too much tomorrow.
I know.
But so jelly.
I'll text you a picture out my door. You can see.
Send it to me and we'll post it and then I'll show you how we're spending our Halloween.
Oh my God.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
That was so fun. Oh my goodness, you guys. Wasn't she so nice? So nice, so fun. And I love her song, the last one from Make It Happen from her upcoming album. You guys, isn't that kind of cool that like we've been treated the last couple of performances from artists? They've been like premiering here on TTLOL, where we always spill the tea and beans. Hello. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm so sorry, you guys. I totally forgot to read comments. Okay, so you should be on. Oh my gosh, Kari, I'm going to tell her that. I'm going to send her a text. Like literally, she was so sweet and so kind. Like we could be totally besties that I literally totally forgot that there was comments. This is what happens when like you're really like bonding with somebody and then you're like, oh, I just want to keep talking and asking her questions. And I know that I only had her here for a short amount of time. So I apologize, Kari. I'll let her know that. This kind of song reminds me of something Sheryl Crow would sing. Isn't that funny? So if you think about it, like people have people that they just admire, right? Like I think she mentioned Pat Benatar, Madonna, Hart, Stevie Nicks. She said Gwen Stefani, Sheryl Crow. And so sometimes like when you're influenced and you're like so inspired by other people's work that sometimes like not even knowing, maybe like you kind of sound like them a little bit, or maybe there's like some musical things that influence your vibe. So that is so cool that you picked up on that, Katie. And then Lincoln, I love Lincoln's. I love it. Oh my goodness. Did you forget the comments? I did, Kari. I'm so sorry. It's just like, we just have to have, I think I'm going to have to start bringing people back, especially the ones that I don't know. And like, we're like totally bonding. And then I totally forgot to look up here. I need to be in your ear to tell you know what? Okay. So that's funny, Katie. She says, I need to be in your ear to tell you your new comments here. So in my dream world, okay, I'm just putting it out, speaking it out into existence. In my whole entire dream world, you know what I've always said? That I've always wanted my own Twinkle Time TV show, right? Like I've said that, like I think from day one of Twinkle Time Live Online. And like I've always been a fan of like Oprah, Ellen, Kelly Clarkson with their own, talk shows. And so I've always thought about doing something like a talk show, but also like a TV show. But in talk shows or like on the news, like you usually, or in award shows like the Grammys, the MTV, like any award show, there's always like a production squad of like 200 people or more, right? That put on like the night of whatever it is that we're watching live. And you usually have like little in-ear monitors and especially like news anchors. So like not only are they like talking live and either reading a prompter or a script or something that they're supposed to say, but they also have like the producer or the director saying, okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. So that's like your count. When they say 5, 4, 3, 2, that means when they say 2, you're going to be like, hi, welcome. So they're telling you that. And then you have somebody else like, okay, we're going to cut to this camera over here. Okay, move on over here. Okay, you have to wrap it up in 3 minutes. Like you literally have people talking to you. And I only just experienced this the other day hosting the Young Entertainer Awards. So we had like a little crew, like not like a crew of 200, but we had like a crew of 3. So we had a director and 2 stage managers, and so they were talking in like my head, like in my head the whole time, literally. And then also the winners, you could hear them talking and accepting their acceptance speech, and then somebody saying, okay, we got to wrap it up, we got to move on, or hey, we can't find so and so, so just keep going, keep talking until we tell you when they're coming on. So it is so crazy. So Katie, one day when Twinkle Time Live Online or a Twinkle Time TV show is on a huge platform, like huge, like worldwide with 1 billion subscribers, you're going to be talking in my ear like, hey, Lincoln said to say this. And then I'll be like, oh, hey, Lincoln. So I don't forget anybody, or I won't forget Kari's question. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, so don't forget to read my joke. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Okay, you guys, oh my God. Okay, so let's skip Patreon. You all know I have a Patreon page. You also know, this is a reminder because we only have like a couple more days left. I just have to find it. Where did it go? Here we go. You all know I have a Spotify channel, and I made the coolest Halloween playlist ever. It's like 2 hours worth of Halloween music, like from top to bottom, all Halloween classics, old school songs from movies. We have songs from artists and also independent recording artists for kids and families. So definitely check it out. It's on my Spotify. And then just listen to it all day, every day. And make sure you follow my channel and tell everybody. And then also the most amazing thing to do to help me out is like literally just coming here. What time? That's right, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, 2 de la tarde, Tiempo Pacifico, here on YouTube, Twinkle Time to watch Twinkle Time Live Online, or hashtag TTLOL. And that's, don't forget to thumbs up this live stream. Don't forget to watch it. Like if you're like, oh, wait, what did Stacy say her album was coming out? Or what did so-and-so do? Or what was that craft? Or what were those ingredients? Remember yesterday I did baking time. Rewatch it and replay and share with your friends. So you guys, guess what time it is? That's right. Everybody, let's do a huge drum roll on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. For the joke of the day. So, Kari sent me some jokes, he said. So, I didn't get to see how many jokes he sent me. Let's see. Where is Kari? Ooh, he sent me a good one. This one is from Kari. We won't judge this one because it's from our very own Twinkle Light. Here we go. What's the vampire's favorite oatmeal flavor? What's the vampire's favorite oatmeal flavor? Peaches and Scream! That's a good one, Kari. I love that. I hope I did it justice. That was a good one. I hope you find another joke and send it to me tomorrow for our big party. I love it so much. Okay. Oh, and wait. I'll do a joke right after this. Katie, hello. She worked really hard on her pinwheel. So let me get to Katie. Give me 1 second. Where did Katie go? There's Katie. And she apologized. She was trying to get them Halloween colors, but for some reason she says it won't be Halloween colors. It's going to be red, blue. She called it the beach ball. I get it. Now I understand. Okay, so it's spinning. Remember, Katie, stage manager Katie, pretty soon showrunner Katie. I love it. Here we go. What candy describes the twinkle lights the best? Oh, that's a great question. Oh my gosh, now I'm nervous. What candy describes the twinkle lights the best? Oh, okay, it's a combo. Can I do a combo? It's going to be either Skittles or Smarties. You know why? Because the Smarties have many different colors and Skittles many different colors, which I think represents all of us, me and all of you that watch every single day to a T, right? They're different flavors, different colors of the universe, all coming together in one amazing, yummy, scrumptious, delicious bag of candy. I love it. So that's all of you guys. You guys are like Skittles and Smarties, and plus those are some of my favorite candies too. But I love it. That's a good question. Thanks, Kate. You're a great associate producer. I love it. Okay, so back to joke. Now you guys can judge me on a scale of 1 to 10. For those of you guys who have never tuned into Twinkle Time Live Online, I do jokes every single day, and on a scale of 1 to 10, my Twinkle Lights judge me. 1 being not so good, 10 being like, that was amazing. And I do jokes all the time. So send me a jokes. Send me a jokes to my DM, which is Instagram is Twinkle Time and Friends. Facebook is Twinkle Time. That's what happens when the brain and the mouth don't sync up at the same time. My goodness. Okay, so here we go. Joke number 1. Oh, this is going to be a good one, hopefully. What is a skeleton's favorite instrument? What is a skeleton's favorite instrument? A trombone. Get it? A skeleton, the bones, and then the trombone. I love it. I love it. That was so good. So good. Okay, somebody says a 15, and don't forget the pinwheel. Oh my goodness, I didn't forget. And then the street team. Awesome choice, Allie. Oh, thank you. I mean, right? We're all walks of life coming together for the love of music, arts, education, and just fun. That's what we're all about. And when you like open a Skittles, you don't know what color you're gonna get. You don't know what flavor it's gonna be. It's like a surprise. Love it. Okay, one more joke. Which one? Okay, this one's so me. Joke number 2. Don't forget to judge this joke. What type of coffee does a vampire drink? What type of coffee does a vampire drink? Decaffeinated. Get it? Vampires sleep in a coffin and then they wake up. And then decaffeinated coffee is decaffeinated coffee. Coffee. Can't talk today. Oh my goodness. 99 gajillion points. Thank you, Katie. And 1 from Simon Cowell in honor of Joe. His mom says to say hello to everybody. I want Joe. I wish Joe was here. We miss Joe, and we miss Cole too. Did I say that Cole wasn't able to come? I hope he told me to say hi to everybody. So hello. And then I think I saw Kylie here, but then she had to go. But hi, Kylie. I don't know if you're still here. Okay, so everybody, don't forget tomorrow, Friday. We're going to have like a virtual potluck. And if you don't know what a potluck is, normally like if we were in person, like if we were all like in a room together, like having a party get together, I would be like, okay, I'm bringing the dessert. Katie will bring the salad. Kari will bring the candies. Lincoln's going to bring the snacks. So that's like a potluck. So technically, because we're not in the same room, we're going to do a virtual style Halloween party, because Halloween is not canceled for Twinkle Time Live Online. We're going to have so much fun. If you want to dress up, totally dress up. If you want to make something, totally make something. Tell me what you're going to be making or eating while you're watching Twinkle Time Live Online tomorrow. I'm so excited because I've never done a virtual Halloween party ever. This will be my first, but we're going to have a blast. So don't forget, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, 2 de la tarde, Tiempo Pacífico. Are you guys ready to sing out the show? I am. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Twinkle. That's what everybody calls me. Mwah! From my house to yours, have a terrific Thursday. I really can't wait for tomorrow, because if you're in costume, make sure you take a picture, tag it before the show or even during the show, and I will be showing everybody what we all look like at home. So I can't wait to see you. We're going to have so much fun tomorrow, Friday. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.